Alrighty, we are back. We are with our friends here in Arendar. Let's talk to this
Body roots.
friend. She says Harmara has long been a refuge for those who have removed themselves from the conflicts that often arise between the Rutani and Fungarians. Here, they learn how to live with one another. They work, play, and live together, balanced. You've learned much about the past of the Haranir, including our deepest shame. Now you will see our current work, Harmony.
For the goddess, most Rutani are very territorial. This is one of the few places we interact with them in peace.
So,
The roots brought us both here.
she says, I am glad you made it through the trials, Hollow. My people are very secretive, but it was good to share our history with you, friend.
Let nature take its course. May you lend your song to hers.
He says, dark, dank decomposition to you.
Grow with honor. Our mind is clear.
Words?
He says, may this stranger's roots grow deep. Who are you? I can't ask the Fungarian who he is. I already get it. He's a mushroom. He says, this one is known as Mika and is responsible for the Rutani here in Harmar.
Go?
For some reason, he's being quiet. He's very shy. He says, Orwena mentioned that there are Rutani who are visiting from other villages. This is an opportunity for us to get to know what they're like when they're not light-crazed. I'll stay here to speak with Mika. You should speak with the visiting Rutani to determine whether the light bloom has reached their homes.
It is strange to see friendly Rutani.
No, I ship it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm very picky with who I'll ship Alderaan with. But anyways. So, mealtime. Hope it's extra spongy today. Do you guys eat mushrooms? You guys are mushrooms. Honestly, like, I just have a small, maybe medium-sized, like, video game critique. I haven't seen the regular parts of Harindar. Like, I haven't seen these guys fighting.
Listens, waits.
Have, you seen Light Bloom in the village?
No light bloom. This stranger should offer trade or leave. Need
Well, what
words?
do you have? Oh my god, these things suck! Okay, there's gonna be a point where I have to buy shit from him. I haven't sold it in a long time, so you can have all this stuff. Yeah. So, okay, my medium-sized critique was just, they're like, oh, it's a really big deal, because everywhere else, the Fungarians and the
This one is finished.
the Rutani are just complete assholes to each other, fighting the shit out of each other. And you saw some memories of that in the, you saw some memories of that in the memory section. But literally all I've done so far in Harndar is save a random man and some random children and go to their city where they, like, yelled at us. And then immediately they sent us to the, to the little echo chamber, right? I think it was called the Chamber of Echoes or something like that, where they have all their
As it must.
memories stored.
This one has seen many blooms. To bloom is good, yes.
Okay, these guys have shitty merchandise, to be honest with you. You don't even have any housing decor. So, let's see, what about this? Yeah, so it's just kind of annoying when they're like, oh yeah, you guys know, I mean, I don't even have to tell you, these flower, creatures and the Fungarians are worst enemies, and they're always going to war. And it's like, we did see that in the memories, but I haven't actually seen that in modern day at all. Like, it's actually not news to me that it's like a big deal in this setting to see peace between the peoples. Yeah, like I went to this place, and this place. I haven't seen the conflict between these people. Um, so that's okay. Like, I'm just saying, and maybe that's not really part of the story. Maybe it's like, well, and because I think that it's supposed to be like, well, we're hiding underground because we don't like all that War of Warcraft bullshit. I mean, I think that was part of what they say in the backstory, right? It's like, um, they their deepest shame was getting involved in these wars or some sort of infighting, I think, about, you know, what they should do. And they were like, we shouldn't have been infighting, we should have just like all agreed to go be peaceful underground, which doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but you know, it's okay. Um and you know, this peace between the flower
This
people
one hears.
and the Fungarians is a big deal.
This one has not seen this light bloom. But the rift protects us always.
Who are you? Yonka, grown in the blooming terrace, trading seeds from the Rift of Alm, is why this one is here.
Words were heard.
So fancy. Words were heard. Okay then.
This one will listen.
I mean, they should have made this an allied race. I mean, these guys are gorgeous. Which is all you need to be an allied race. Just kidding, just kidding. What are you doing? The long journey has left this one a bit wilted. A bit wilted! Time spent admiring the petal formations on this creature is proving to be rejuvenating. Okay.
All Rutani bloom in the light. Only the Sporekin bloom in the dark.
Okay. It is dark down here, though. The Sporekin, you mean the Fungarians, I'm assuming. I mean, it's not that dark down here, but there's not necessarily sunlight, but I guess they get light from the goddess? Maybe?
No, this one has not seen Rutani behaving that way.
Okay, I feel like these, Rutani are not very helpful, but that's okay.
Yes, yes.
She says, sometimes harmony and friendship are helped by small acts of service. I hope the Rutani and Fungarians here have come to see you as an ally. Still getting green weapons. Okay, okay. I'm really not very good at this, but sure.
Go then.
Oh, okay. So, oh gosh, look at all this housing stuff I haven't learned yet. Okay. How about you, Haldi Rani? He says, so there are no signs of light bloom yet in their village. Mika seems unchanged as well. This states that the Rutani never, and states, I was like, what's the pronoun? And states that the Rutani never act in the manner of the light craze. This is both promising and frustrating. I'm glad that it hasn't yet spread that far, but I suspect we shall find more soon. Okay, then.
How am I tested?
So there was a big shake. Kuzat is usually very docile. This isn't like him at all. Please find out what happened.
Walk without fear.
Don't really know what happened with Kuzat.
I am not eternal. Anya Kuzat is normally very calm, but can be quite dangerous when agitated. Be careful, friend.
I'd probably have to kill him. Is my suspicion.
Dead! And Kuzat not only one gone mad!
Oh no, he's already dead. I don't really know who Kuzat is. Look at him with his little bow position. His little cute scrunched up dog face. Okay then.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Dude, I still don't know who Kuzat is. Is
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Is it this guy? Okay.
You have found me.
She says, Kuzat is the least of our troubles. Right now, the Light Bloom has arrived. Har Mara is under attack.
I shall watch for you.
Those merchants are either lying or didn't know they were infected with the Light Bloom, and now they're on us to spread it around the village. We need to contain this outbreak before it spreads further.
So, your path leads you here.
She says Light Bloom infected Rutani are attacking the village. Rizam and Titem both succumbed to the infection. It looks like Yonka hasn't been affected, but we must handle the others. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. I need you to do what you can to protect Har Mara. Take out Rizam and Titem as well.
The world watch over you. Ah, you hail from above.
She says Powder Cap said that the visiting travelers were the first to show signs of Light Bloom infection, right after you questioned them. Sadly, it seems Kuzat has also fallen to the sickness. Take out the merchants and see to Kuzat as well. He's far too dangerous a creature to be trampling around there.
Why?
We will remain here to guard Hagar and the others.
Greetings.
He says Light Bloom infested Rutani are working to spread the contamination through the village. This plant showed significant signs of the disease. Destroy any of the plants we've come into contact with. We must contain this. You're just calling them plants now? Seems a little bit rude. Still green?
If these blooms take root, Har Mara will be destroyed.
I do love him. Fun fact. So I need to kill people now. These people I can't kill. Thing's already dead. Okay then. So I guess whatever creature that is also affected by the Light Bloom. It seems like somebody's already slaying all these slayable creatures. You know, leave some slaying for the rest of us. Why don't you? Okay. I mean, it's not even a super busy zone. I really don't see that many players, but, you know, just typical indie game things, I guess. I mean, I don't mind waiting for a couple to respawn, but it's not a lot. Over here is good. Oh. Okay, so some of them are getting affected by it. I don't know if the story is that they, I don't know if the story is that they were actually lying and didn't want to talk about the Light Bloom infection thing, or if it was just that they, are too stupid to know what I was talking about. But anyways. I wonder if we're gonna get much more. This one's good. If we're gonna get much more goddess talk. Oh, just kidding. He's evil. Maybe he got pissed because I was calling his friend. I don't know. But yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that's sort of how they're gonna end it. You know, sort of structuring this zone as sort of this Light Bloom stuff in the middle. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, the Light Bloom, which is great, but it's kind of like I've suggested earlier. Maybe he is helping me. Okay, I can't really. I don't think the other one was helping me though. Which is great. I hate to be like, oh yeah, Light Bloom, Schmight Bloom. Like it's fine. I mean, it's Halder on special interest, which means that I'm very supportive of it. But yeah, I just feel like the main reason we're in Harindar is really gotta have more to do with, like, the World Soul and the Goddess, right? Like, probably the World Tree even, just, like, those themes and messages, because, yeah, and I mean, I could be misunderstanding or you know, oversimplifying it, but I would sort of just say offhandedly that it's just not that big of a deal. I don't know. It's like, and maybe it's like the light bloom is an expression of the world soul or the goddess. Maybe. Like I'm sure that it has something to do with something to some extent. Although, I mean, I say I'm sure, but like sometimes stuff happens in World of Warcraft, and you sort of find that it had nothing to do with anything. And so I probably can't rule out that possibility, but you know, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that this is, you know, all connected.
So much light!
Good old Keen. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. And you know, I mean, I only really talk about the World Soul in those terms because the game is called the World Soul Saga. So I'm like, okay, we got to talk to the World Soul, right? But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. We're still not even halfway through. I guess we'll technically be halfway through after the first major patch. Not really, because there's only one major patch after that, so I would consider that we're basically halfway through. I mean, I'm not halfway through, but basically once you finish the opening of the expansion, of the Midnight expansion, you could say we're halfway through, because I would say that roughly half of the new content for an expansion is in the opening. Maybe not so anymore, but I also feel like the patches can be fragmented and all over the place. I think that's something that they made a comment about. You know, Big Blizzard, I think at some point they made a comment about wanting to include like more in patches that's like connected rather than just, you know, patches in the War Within weren't, I mean, it's like, I think the Kirin Tor stuff was important, but that wasn't a major patch. That was just a small patch, you know, 0.7, right? It wasn't 0.1 or 0.2.
The light has you!
And the two major patches didn't feel
the light.
that connected to the War Within, like the initial launch of the expansion. So we'll see how it goes.
The attack is letting up. Good work.
You have come far, stranger. Your path leads you deep, stranger.
She says, tough but needed work. May this slow the spread until we can find a way to stop it entirely.
Do not fear the dark.
She says, it is done. Then I grieve that was necessary, but the corruption needed to be pruned before it could spread further.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
The Farstriders stand ready.
He says, well done, Hala. May Har Mara return to the peaceful oasis it was when we arrived.
May the wind guide your arrows.
Okie dokie, and now Orwena wants me to do something.
Hail from above.
She says the situation is stabilizing, but let's make sure we're in the clear. I will see how Hagar is faring. Check on Yonka again and be sure that she's not showing any signs of light bloom. She is on an upper level in Hagar's hut.
The infested Rutani spreads the light bloom. Where is Yonka?
Yonka, okay. I think you said upstairs, right? That would have been cool if I could have made that jump. But, yeah.
This one hears.
You have culled much foul growth. Those weeds from Haralnor feed the ground now. This one hopes the fighting has ended. You are from Haralnor? This one blossomed in the blooming terrace. but has been gathering seeds in the Rift of Alm. Harlnor is not near our gardens or the Rift. Are you feeling well?
Kin's bloom changed. This one's did not. Take seed. Show others. May reveal answer.
These guys are also a little bit, Jinyu coded. Yeah, I don't remember if Jinyu was the right term, or if that was like just a subset of them, but the fish people from Mist of Pandaria. Although the Jinyu are smart as hell, I feel like. And honestly, yeah, like, these people are flowers. It's like, I think it's a little unfair. It's like, oh, what, just because they're like tall, kind of alien-looking creatures with like kind of flat faces, what, you just think they are like the Jinyu? There's a vibe there. They're, you know, funny looking
Speak to me.
creatures, unlike all the other.
Nature guide you.
Oh, I'm giving this to my friend Halderon. I couldn't even imagine getting the chance to give a glistening seed to my friend Halderon. Okay. So it says, the spread of the light bloom was so sudden. Did your questioning of the merchant spur it? Did it feel threatened? Does it feel? There are many questions, but I feel we are growing closer to finding the answer.
Fight with courage. This seed, it's coated in...
Alm dust. Perhaps that is what shielded Ionka from the light bloom.
The elders control the undust supply. I doubt they will be keen to share it with outsiders.
The roots brought us both here.
She says, let us hope Ionka is unchanged.
So, your path leads you here.
I do think it's absurd that these quests are like 10 reputation. She says Ionka and her seeds are not affected by the light bloom. Incredible. Could there be something about the rift that keeps the light bloom in check?
May you let...
Alm dust. The elders will not part with it easily. Still, we have to try.
You have come far, stranger.
She says Ionka's seed from the Rift of Alm, is the clue we were looking for. The inhabitants and plants there seem immune to the light bloom. We must investigate that rift for ourselves. Let us return to the den and plan our next moves.
Let me...
I will take this seed back to Silvermoon. Perhaps the Magisters will have some insight.
You're just gonna abandon me here with all these freaks, Halderon? My Ranger General? I'm a citizen of Silvermoon. You need to protect me.
I will do my duty for Azeroth. May the wind guide your arrows.
I feel like your duty is to follow me around and shoot arrows at things. I didn't even get to like fight with him once. I would have remembered. Yeah, when I was running around fighting those plants, he was just standing here holding his bow like a big jerk. I mean, you know, Ranger General, Ranger Schmeneral, I swear to God. What do you want me to do? You want me to go over there? Okay. I wonder if there's a flight path. I don't think I got the other flight path, so I usually don't even think about this at all. I honestly feel like
You have come far. Watch the dark places.
I feel like they took away the green exclamation points, and that makes me think even less about flight paths, but it's not as if I was always thinking about them a lot in any case. Okay, so I wonder who we're going to see next. I mean, it might just be more Haranir, but by the way, all the y'all are going overboard with the H words, and y'all trying to make fun of me for having a name that starts with an H. But I forgive you.
There you are. Unfortunately, our fears were well founded.
What?
I love this one, honestly. He's funny. This is the guy from The War Within. So he says, I learned the value of Orwena's resolve when I left Harandar with her the first time. I will not let her flounder on her own. The Rift of Aln is dangerous beyond measure, but I will find a way to help. Why won't the Elders spare any Aln dust? Aln dust is rare and dangerous to gather. It empowers our connection to Alnhara's bounty in its purest state, lets us record our histories for posterity, and protects us against the corruptive influences of the world beyond. The Haranir Elders are responsible for controlling and governing the use of the Aln dust we have. Even for us, it is to be used only in times of sacred rite or grave danger. I'm not surprised that the Elders refused Orwena's requests. To them, the world beyond the roots may as well not exist. Why should they burn through their precious supplies on behalf of soil they shall never walk upon? Okay. I honestly don't know how to say your name. On Hiea? Hiea?
Go, now.
It looks a little bit like Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Imagine being the main character Hiei of Yu Yu Hakusho, and you just happen to be 8 feet tall.
You have found me.
So she says, we return to where we started, but this time you have been blessed with the goddess, and we have evidence that the spread of the light bloom may be stalled. The way forward, not yet clear, but I feel that we are close. Is not yet clear. I was like, is she dropping words? No, I just can't read. She says, finally, we have a moment to breathe. This is where we feel closest to the goddess. We are below the cradle, where she used to rest. The Elders will not allow us to use any of the alm dust they have gathered over the centuries. They see only that the goddess asked of us before, not what her world needs now. Alm dust is rare, but there are ways to get it. Ask around. I will check elsewhere.
The Elders will not sacrifice any of the Aln dust. We must find another way. Ask around the den. Glean what wisdom you can.
Okay. Sure thing, buddy. I was hoping we would see on Haya. I'm gonna call him on Haya. Because he's pretty cute. He's pretty funny, and it's like everybody's thing in Harandar, or all the Haranir's thing besides Orwena, is kind of like, you know, we don't really trust you, we don't really like you, etc. But I like him because he's coming from a very similar place as Orwena. Like, most of the Haranir we've talked to have been elders, but he's like the same age as Orwena. I don't know if this is true. It's like, you could tell me in the next quest line, actually, he's 700 years younger than Orwena, and I'd be like, okay, I didn't know that. But he's just like a rule follower. He's just like, it's not that he like is trying to control anything. He's just trying to like do what has been asked of him by his elders. Okay then. So let's see what's going on in here.
This duty wears on me.
What can you tell me about the Rift of Aln?
Our traditions exist for a reason. They protect us and this land. It is not for the young to question.
Yeah, see, like, this guy's like, it's not for the young to question. Versus Anhaya, who is, like, who's just following orders. He's not trying to control Orwena from any, like, big ideological, like, power grab or whatever's going on here.
I listen and remember.
Oh, thank you, Holler, for nipping that in the bud. You're so welcome.
Search for the past.
That was for doing the delve. Oh, do you guys got some pillars of creation here? What the frick is these? Okay, I'm assuming I'm gonna learn about this later. Is there an upstairs? Because it looks like I need to talk to somebody. Maybe it's this guy?
I can teach or learn.
Okay then. Maybe I can fly up there, I don't really know. Looks like, oh, it says it's down actually, I think. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go look at something else then. Right over here, this person I can talk to.
Listen to the roots, as the wild wills.
Okay, she says, I appreciate all the help you've given our people. What can you tell me about the Rift Balm?
You would have us spare Andust for the sake of outsiders. Absurd!
Okay.
She, of all people, knows the cost to gather it. If she wants to waste it, then she can brave the rift for it herself.
Brave the rift for it herself. By the way,
Go and make legends.
I mean, she's giving me this belt, I think. Oh no, I need 750 marls? I don't even know what that is. Don't have any of those. Okay, that's a beautiful mount. Do a bunch of people already have it? It's pretty cool. Okay.
I will watch for you.
Awesome. Let us go find this other. Oh, the Flight Master. That's a good one. I should speak to the Flight Master. If it's the Flight Master, he's probably up, right? Let's see. It's like you gotta fly to get to the Flight Master. You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. This is supposed to be the Flight Master, right? I don't see it. I don't see it. Weird. Maybe they just marked it at the wrong place. Where would I be if I was a Flight Master? Yeah, I mean, these seem like perfectly acceptable locations for a Flight Master, but I'm at a loss. You know, I need my hand to be held a little bit harder. Or I need less confusing directions. Maybe it is down. It would be really weird if the Flight Master was underground. But maybe not that weird.
Where would you go?
What can you tell me about the Rift
Why?
Balm?
I wish to help Orwena, but she will not want to go where she must go. Speak.
Okay, now I have a flight path, which is nice.
Travel safe and swiftly.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the aesthetic of the Haranir. I saw somebody compare it to the Avatar movies, which I think is probably fair.
I beg you. You know where Ondas falls. Those who walk the rift without guidance risk being forever lost. From the roots.
Who are you? Your name is very familiar. Are you the first guy that we saved? Hagar may no longer be a root warden, but she holds wisdom beyond measure. I believe she would not lead Orwena astray. What can you tell me?
When the goddess was torn from her cradle, the violence left wounds that will not heal. Her screams of anguish give life to formless terrors and drive those who enter mad.
So, your path leads you here.
So you just got a tree like 2 or 3 years ago. You're welcome for that, by the way. You're very welcome for the tree. She says, in the end, we must figure this out for ourselves.
Wild guide you well.
He says, I have warned Orwena of the dangers and madness that lay within the Rift Alm, but she believes it is her only path forward. I envy her faith. Someone can show her the way. The Shulka, the Hunters of Shadows, they have sacrificed everything to protect the Haranir from the effects of the Rift. I will let one know that you need help. You will find him in the Vale of Mists.
If you must go, you will need the Shulka. How you feel about him cannot change that.
I know, but neither does it change the past.
You have come far, stranger.
Okay, what's the deal with this Shulka?
He was a friend once, before I followed the goddess's visions to the world above. He was supposed to walk with us, but he chose the rift instead. He turned his back on his friends. He closed his mind to the goddess. And he chose to abandon me.
I'm sorry, that's rough. Is he like your boyfriend or your brother or your uncle or something? It doesn't have to be an exact relation, but I'm just curious.
After all this time, you return and seek entry into the rift. You have not changed at all, Orwena.
I like his little mask. I like it when a beautiful man wears a mask. He's giant. This man is giant. I guess I'll allow it. But Orwena looks very normal compared to this guy. He's literally twice the size of me. Okay. They're built out of night elves, so they're big.
Speak quickly.
He likes
Quietly.
Malfury and Stormrage. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains. The Rift of Aln is too dangerous a place for Haranir to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words, unless you wish to meet a swift end in the rift below. What are the Shulka? The Shulka are hunters, healers, and guides. We entreat with spirits and shadows to brave the dangers of the Rift of Aln and come out alive. And we ensure that those dangers dare not roam beyond their cursed grounds. It is not an art that comes easily to us. The echoes of the goddess's song call us toward wild ferocity and bountiful growth, but we cannot hear that call any longer, so we commune with other voices. Voices that still reach our ears. You can't hear the call of the goddess? Orwena can. Oh, that's the question. I didn't even know that. No. Oh, I think he's saying because he severed his bond, right? He says, no, the ritual of our initiation scars our spirit. It changes us, and it deafens us to the echoes of the goddess' song. It is a lonely existence, but it allows us to walk in places where our kin cannot. In the silence, we are shrouded from the rift's maddening cries. What about your faith? The barest hint of a grin spreads beneath Amarak's cowl. You are well-traveled, friend of Orwena. So tell me this. Does the gift of belief fade with distance? Yes, the path of the Shulka is a lonely one. But do not mistake our ways as faithless. My belief in Anhara is stronger now than it has ever been. Because I know that she calls for me, even if I cannot hear her. Okay, not bad, giant skull face. Giant, fucked up, troll elf skull man.
Listen and learn.
He says, I have given up my connection to the goddess to protect my people from the dangers of the Rift of Aln. I do not believe anyone should ever go there without knowing about the risk. Haranir will succumb and die without protection.
Walk quietly, go safely. Ask if you must.
He says, you must see with your own eyes the effects of the Rift of Aln have on any Haranir. Even those who stand guard over the border are oft affected by its call. Take this. I use it as an emergency salve to help those who are stricken of the dangers of Aln. Patrol these lands and give aid to those who need it. Perhaps then you will understand the gravity of what you seek to do.
You've learned. Now go. More questions?
He says, the presence of the goddess reverberates through everything in the Rift of Aln. The voice is too powerful for Haranir to resist. In mere minutes, one of our flock would be lost forever. There are, however, ways to protect ourselves for a short time. Kill the rejects that crawl up from the rift and gather the alm dust from which they are created. I can show Orwena how to craft a short-term solution for entering the rift. Okay.
Hunt, if you insist on doing this, then you need to protect your mind and spirit with the alm dust. Find me once you are prepared. And Orwena, be careful.
Okay. So I'm going to use alm dust to protect myself from getting
Be
crazy.
quiet. I need the quiet.
I am curious if this is different if you play as a Haranir. I suppose the whole thing must be different. If you play as a Haranir, I'm actually wondering, like, because, basically the first quest line is about those echoes, and, you know, you can ask Orwena, how come you didn't have to do the echoes quest with me and Halderon? And she's like, I'm a Haranir, I already did that when I was like 6 years old. But if I was playing as a Haranir, there might be some plot behind the Haranir, like, player characters, kind of like, you see this sometimes, like, the Drakthir have a very specific backstory. They're not just some random dragon humanoid creatures. They are these very specific dragon humanoid creatures with a specific backstory, you know, involving Neltharion and some other bullshit. So maybe it's sort of the same.
It's too much. She sings to me.
Honestly, I should probably be referencing the Earthen, because I believe they also have a very specific backstory. Like, you're not just any Earthen, you're one of the Earthen, I think, that we wake up in the machine. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I never made an Earthen, because that just didn't appeal to me. I might never make a Haranir. You know, I'm a little bit more into the Midnight expansion than I was the Lothian expansion, but the Haranir aren't my favorite, so, you know, it's not on my list really to make a Haranir. I'm assuming, I honestly haven't seen any. I'm assuming they're out, but I literally don't remember seeing any yet. I guess maybe you have to do a quest line to unlock them, actually. I really don't remember. I know for the Earthen you have to do a quest line. But the Drakthir were just available in Dragonflight. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is a little going over my head, this Alm Dust stuff. It's like, are we getting Alm Dust from the little squids? And are we using Alm Dust to heal the people? But isn't Alm Dust, like, really rare? So maybe this is, like, Dust of the Dust? Maybe? Because if we can get it from killing these little squids, I mean, that's what I needed, basically. But maybe it's something else. I don't know for sure. Also, my understanding is the enemies we're fighting...
I still hear it. I still hear it.
...are sort of echoes of the goddess, right? Like, they're spirits. So, like, something about, like, the whispers. You're being whispered, basically. So, basically, the goddess is, like, whispering you like an old god and makes you go crazy. And the light can make you go crazy. And the void can make you go crazy.
I'm ready to perform the Shulka's ritual. It will protect us when we enter the Rift of Uln. For a time.
So maybe, maybe the light is to the goddess as the void is to the old gods. I don't really know.
You have found me. Your path leads you deep, stranger.
She says, it is sobering to see the effects of the rift on my people, but Amarok's interference has given me unintended hope. I must go into the rift to search for Hagar's answer, and with the Shulka's help, I may even survive this ordeal. It's a little bit broken.
I shall watch for you.
That's okay. Well, it says I turned in the quest. It says I got 12,000 experience, so that's good. Thank you for that. Can't Fell Rush. Not really a good sign at all. Yeah, I think that we're gonna have to get out of here and get back in.
You hail.
Oh, you hail from above. It's a very War Within era dialogue for her. Okay then. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so let's try this one more time.
You hail from above.
She says, I will let your young companion know what to do with Almdust. What? What young companion? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't have a young companion. Algernon left, and he's like super old. I'm mystified by this statement.
Wild guide you
I mean, if that other guy had said it to me, I would have said he must be talking about Orwena.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
What young companion?
Also,
Also,
your path leads you here.
Also, well, it doesn't say it anymore.
Speak to me.
Okay, a second ago it said warband completed, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Wait.
The world watch over you.
I will let your young companion know what to do with the alm dust.
You have come far, stranger.
My hands tingle where the alm dust touches, a curious feeling, not unwelcome. The honored Shulka told me how to manipulate the alm dust to protect Haranir and the rift. It seemed difficult, but with its magic swelling in me, I feel that it should be doable.
I shall watch for you.
She says, Amarak told me how to prepare alm dust to create the solve. In small doses, alm dust can strengthen the mind against madness and terror. It offers clarity and peace, but only if expertly employed. I could use your help to set an anchor to this place, Hala. The ritual is delicate, and failure could be disastrous.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Okay, let's set an anchor.
Her voice is gone. I have never felt so alone. Is this Amarak's life?
Okay.
You have found me.
She says, I cannot hear the voice of the goddess. I hate it. How does Amarak live like this?
Let nature take its course.
She says, with this I will be able to venture down into the Rift of Alm. I will not have long, so we should not dawdle. Let's find Amarak and gain his help.
Do not fear the...
This ritual only imitates the Shulka sacrifice. It is neither permanent nor perfect. We must hurry and find Amarak.
Let's go. Okay. So, we're gonna go find Amarak, which will be fun.
He's not here. The ward. I need more Almdust, friend. Hurry. I can hear the voice of the goddess now, but only as a whisper. How do the Shulka endure this emptiness?
Okay, interesting. I don't know if she's saying she can hear it as a whisper because it's wearing off, or because, it's just not permanent, so she can still hear it a little bit. Sorry I didn't walk through the beautiful landscape.
I drift along a cloud of sound, my friend. She comforts me. She welcomes me.
Okay, so is that saying that she is starting to hear... She's being whispered, basically? She's being whispered? Is this just old god shit? I swear to God. I love the old gods. I think they're so cool. But it would be a little bit weird to pass that mythos onto, what we understand as the world soul.
I
think
sense her
she might be
call
dying.
within the creature. It is born of Alnara. It could never hurt me.
Blackened roots. Focus, Owena! Listen to my voice!
I do like black and
No!
roots.
The goddess! She... Amarak? My friend.
Listen and learn. Speak quickly.
He says,
quietly.
He says that manifestation is one of the purest forms of all madness that resides here. My ward will distract it only for so long. We must move quickly.
I return to this silence.
He says, I found you while I was in the middle of one of my duties. Someone has spent too long within the rift and has fallen prey to the call of the goddess. I must rescue him and send him back where he belongs. Help me with this task and I will help you. Okay.
Hunt where?
Gone. Stolen. Where has she gone?
On higher, please!
He's on high. We gotta go save him. We gotta go save the little baby boy. I mean, I'm all about saving baby boys. That's the reason I play World of Warcraft. Except I have to fight him, which is a little bit scary.
You took her! Stole her away!
You're
I'll
not gonna
kill you all!
die, are you? I don't know how much I have to try to kill you, but presumably you're not gonna die. It does feel like they're saying everything is like the void. It's like, is the goddess light-coded? I don't know. Is the Sunwell related to the goddess? I mean, the light bloom is somehow related to like the creatures that live down here. You're not gonna die, right? Like 100%. Okay, he's okay.
He is not fully lost, but he must be removed from the rift immediately. More questions?
Okay, well, let's get him out of here.
All-Dust power is of the goddess herself. If it can help your cause, Owena, then I will help you gather it. Ask if you must.
He says, another soul saved. This is why I do this, Hala. All my sacrifices, shutting myself from the voice of the goddess, is worth it for each soul I rescue from the grasp of the rift.
Walk quietly, go safely.
Okay, he's got a shit ton of quests for me.
Listen
He
and
says,
learn.
I have been pondering what Hagar could have meant from the moment Orwena mentioned an answer to your problems. There are no mystical fountains, no weapons. Everything in the rift is created from the same source, Almdust, the distillation of the influence of the goddess. If we hunt a large manifestation, you will have the power of creation in its purest form. We cannot defeat it without help. Search the rift and look for fungi large enough to cultivate. I can use them to give us an edge.
You've learned. Now go.
He says, within every creature that roams the rift of Aln thrums a gathering of the foundation of the goddess's influence. This Almdust yearns to merge with others of its ilk. Part of my duties as the Shulka is to make sure to keep the numbers of large manifestations low so they do not overwhelm the den. It is easier to do while they are small.
Hunt well. More questions?
He says, we are preparing to fight a giant manifestation. Let me emphasize this again. We must fight just one. If we fight two at a time, we would have no chance of survival. Place these wards around the rift to draw the others away. They will not last long, but we will need every advantage we can gain.
You've learned. Now, in the rift's darkest depths, Almdust coalesces into the monstrosities before you. The manifestations pose a grave danger, but they are also the most plentiful source of Almdust.
Yeah, they kind of feel like aberrations, faceless ones, and you're basically telling me I can't fight them. You're telling me don't fight those things. You need to do these other quests first, and then we'll fight them. Okay, then. I think I could probably beat it. Probably wouldn't be that hard, but okay. Okay. So I mean, I think that it's a little bit, you know, it's like I think it's hard to come up with new things, to be fair. Um, and I don't think it's totally repetitive or like I think there's some fairness. Like I think if you think about the this one is I can kill this one, right? I think if you think about the world soul, theoretically, or the goddess, or whatever you want to call it, to think of it as being, apparently they need to be alive to do that, so I don't know why we killed those things, Mr. Paladin Man. But basically, okay, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay, I don't need to do a quest for that, that's just like a thing he gave me? Okay. Anyways, so we can kill them if you want to, but I like just clicking on them out. It's on cooldown or something. It's fucking annoying. So, yeah, basically, if you were thinking about the world soul, I think it would not, it doesn't feel like stagnant or like stale or repetitive to say, well, the world soul makes you go crazy. And I think it's fair enough because it's like, well, the world soul is a big... Oh no, I am getting credit for that. I do need to do that actually. Probably too late for that one. Like I think that's fair enough. But no, I didn't get credit for it. Okay, I don't really know how it works. Okay. I think I need to stop doing that. Oh wait, I did get credit for that. Okay, that's good. But like, yeah, I think it's fine. I think that there's some, like, you get it. It's like, it's the world soul. Like, they're fanatics for it. And that can be okay, but that can also lead to fanaticism, and it's not always super awesome because you can lose your mind, you can lose yourself. Like, I think that's fair enough. I don't think that that's like, oh, this is just old gods. Because, I mean, the old gods are like all creepy and voidy and weird. And these guys are like, you know, they're just like elves or trolls or whatever. And they don't even like the gross, creepy old gods. I don't really know what point I'm making, but I don't know. I really am not here to like just complain about the Harrenir and just say, oh, these are just like, you know, stolen intellectual properties from other World of Warcraft characters, you know, the Black Dragons, right, or whatever, in the sense of like them being corrupted by something that lives deep within the earth is part of it, right? I mean, this literally, like, this zone is reminding me of in Azj-Kahet there is a little valley, like a little hole in the ground where you can fight a bunch of like weird void shit, and that's fun. Like, I'm into that, but however, I do think that it can be very similar to this. It's just that those they're like purple. They're like purple little like void creatures, but they look a lot like this, just purple. Like, to be honest with you, they kind of look like that. They just look purple, which is fine. But I think that's why I felt like a very strong remembrance of like the old gods and stuff is because of
we
that zone.
Would not have made it here without you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Speak quickly, quietly. Ask if you must.
He says any advantage that we have against the manifestation will give us a better chance to survive.
Speak quickly, quietly.
He says we might have a chance with this. I'll be able to coat my weapons with this and craft a powerful poison.
I return to this silence.
He says, well done.
Walk quietly, go safely.
He says that must be enough.
Hunt well. More questions?
He says we have one chance at this only. I pray we have prepared enough.
Walk quietly. These will give us a fighting chance to take down a manifestation.
Could we not gather dust from easier prey?
Even average-sized manifestations offer very little Olm dust. You would be hunting for years just to gather a thimble's worth.
Oh, is it outside? Sorry. I did see people killing a big monster outside, but I just... Because we were in this cave, I was just like, oh, let's go... No, it is pointing me into the cave. I have no sense of direction. Okay, let's do it. Easy peasy. I will say, the lure of cutting your mind off from the influence of your goddess, I think that's pretty good. I don't think there's anything quite like that. It's like, if you have somebody like Rathian, who cut himself off of the corruption of the old gods, he just
grab the
hates
Dust now.
The old gods.
Be swift.
He's not like, oh, I still really respect them. Gotta get the Dust. It's pretty important. Okay, I have it. I want to take it to Silvermoon now, to be honest with you. I want to steal it away. I don't know if that's what we were trying to do or not. I don't really remember the plot, other than we were trying to get some Dust for something really important.
Listen and learn. Ask if you must.
He says the power of the Rift of Aln is beyond mortal comprehension. What we are doing is simply borrowing some of it for a brief moment.
Speak quickly.
He says,
quietly.
I thought I would never see this with my own eyes, and yet here we are. Make this worth it.
Alm dust bolsters our people's power over nature. It should be enough to counteract the Light Bloom's rapid growth.
Ah, you hail from above.
She says, we did what Hagar asked us to do. The next step will be to test this on something or someone afflicted with the Light Bloom. It may be difficult to find the Light Bloom in enough quantities in Harandar, but I believe we'll find what we need in Haralnor. Okay, I will meet you there.
May you let...
Thank you, Amarak. I owe you more than I can say.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
To think I ever accused you of casting away your faith in the goddess.
You have always heard her song with clarity. I was called to serve in other ways. You find your faith by listening. I must practice mine by remembering. I know she sings, even if I cannot hear her. I was called to the path of the Shulker, but not like you are called to yours. I hope you can understand that.
I do, now. I am sorry it took me so long.
Few understand the strength of our faith. They fear it, because it differs from their own. But we serve her, all the same.
I will see you again.
That is unwise. This place brings you much pain.
As does losing my friend. Goddess guide you, Shulker Amarak.
Well then. Okay. That was interesting. Yeah, I like their relationship. I think that's acceptable. I'll accept that as a character dynamic in World of Warcraft. I don't mind it. The idea that she's quite, strong-willed, and like she's quite young for a Haranir, and so she like was really, really hurt when he gave up his connection to the goddess, or severed his connection in that sense, and being able to like literally connect her or listen to her. Yeah, and Norwain is a big listener, so she's like, I don't get it, but yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, are we gonna give it to the little...
It came from above. Within a few days, it overtook all of Shaladrassil.
Who the fuck are you?
What is it?
Roots guide you home.
It sounded like his goodbye dialogue was unique, but his hello one was just, what is that? She says, I'm Rutani Venerable, I speak for my grove.
Words?
Or
this
day,
one
I should say.
hears.
We have left our homes. We will return.
Roots guide. Grow.
She says the Rutani have escaped their nearby villages to Harlnor. The guards have told me that some of them have been afflicted with the light bloom, yet have not succumbed to its effects. This may be our best opportunity to test the Alden's power. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
She says something keeps troubling me about this Hala. Where is the Root Warden? Ruya has a solemn duty to watch over the World Tree and the land around it. He should be here with his people in need. So where could he be when they are in crisis? What is he thinking? I'm sure we can find clues to where he's gone if we search his town. Perhaps we can learn more about his state of mind along the way.
This one has lost many to this light bloom. If these ones offer hope, then this one shall listen.
With Alnhara's grace, the Alndust will protect these Rutani, as it did Ionka.
Owena, it is good to see you back. To see you well.
Is this your boyfriend?
And you. I hope you have forgiven me.
It is not you who needs forgiveness. Alnhara has asked too much of you.
She was hurting. She is hurting.
She is a goddess. She should not have made you walk this path. Not
alone. Alnhara did ask much of me, and I asked much of you. You followed my path only as far as you were meant to, and I was never alone.
Okay, is this guy from the War Within? I remembered Onhaya. This isn't Onhaya. This is some other motherfucker, and I do not remember him. But maybe there was a different quest with him, I guess. I don't really know. This is definitely not Onhaya. Don't really know who that guy is, but they seem very close, and it seems very important. I'm sure that real War Within fans are like, oh, I'm so happy to see Orwena reunite with her best friend from the War Within. I was like, I thought her best friend was Onhaya. Okay, then. I honestly don't even know. I can't remember the freaking names. Like, I just can't. But I'm sure it'll all make sense. And, you know, I might have to I will, you know, play the expansion probably at least a couple more times on alts at some point. So maybe I'll learn the different Haranir eventually. Okay, got a bunch of notes. Awesome. And then we will go and turn those in. But first, there's something I have to do over here. Wrong place. But yeah, it's a pretty zone. There are pretty characters.
The light burns,
which is nice.
if it must.
Is that better?
This one awakens. This one changes no more.
It works. At last, we have a way to fight back.
Awesome.
Speak to me.
My beautiful home lost?
You have found me.
I didn't know your home was lost. She says the Alndust may not be able to recover someone who has fully fallen to the light bloom, but it should be able to inoculate from further corruption. That must be enough.
Do not fear the dark.
She says this is troubling news. The light bloom hasn't seemed to affect any Haranir thus far. Has it somehow infested the Root Warden? Or is this his pride speaking? Oh, like, I didn't read those. I guess, oh, it can be read.
I shall watch for you.
Let's just read the last one. Why must we remain hidden in our caves when the whole world could be blessed by our powers and knowledge? We protect her roots while they burn her lands. They need us. We do her a disservice by remaining here. The simpletons have given us all the power I need. With the light bloom returned to their lands, they can be pruned to a manageable size. Why should these surface dwellers rule themselves? I am the wise one. I am the strong one. I am Onhara's chosen. The others will see. They will understand in due time.
So, your path leads you here.
She says he's always been a zealous one, but we must move quickly.
Wild guide you well.
We can now go to the roots of Shaldrasil and stop the light bloom spreading even further into Harandar. We have enough Almdust to inoculate any Haranir who are willing to risk their lives to follow us into battle. Find them, Hala, and give them the Almdust.
Let nature
distribute the Almdust to the warriors here. It will empower them to strike back against the light bloom.
Okay, got some Almdust for you guys.
I listen. Roots guide you.
Finally, a weapon against the light bloom.
I have harsh wisdom.
Roots take our enemies. They're big into roots here, which is cool. They thought that the zone was going to be called the Rootlands, or at least back when it was a War Within thing, we thought it would be called the Rootlands.
Make it swift. Roots guide you.
I mean, it does feel kind of weird that we just sort of portaled in here, but it's okay.
Listen to the roots.
I think I would have preferred it if there was, like, a big hole in the ground, rather than just, like, a magical entrance, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It would have changed the landscape of Quel'Thalas a lot to add a, big hole in the ground, so...
Listen to the roots.
I understand they had to squeeze it all in there, but... In any case, Hanan, maybe Hanan was just the one that I talked to at the beginning of this zone. Maybe he wasn't in the War Within. I don't really remember personally, but I have to go talk to him again. It's gonna be very awkward. He's gonna expect me to remember him. Whoa. Okay, let's go talk to this guy.
What is it?
Oh my goddess. What happened?
All too easy!
Yes?
Okay, I think this is the guy from the War Within.
Roots guide you home.
But his voice is different. Like, his hello
What
dialogues.
Is it? Yes?
Like, I recognize that. Yes? Like, that was what he sounded like in the War Within.
What is it? Farewell, then.
Okay, that one was normal.
Yes?
Roots guide you home.
What's with Roots guide you home? Maybe that's a neutral
the goddess
dialogue that they threw in. But no, he has new voice lines that also sound like that. But maybe they were always neutral Haranir voice lines. But the yes, that seems like War Within era. So I think he's probably actually the guy that was friends with Orwain in the War Within. But maybe they both were, because what she said to Onhaya sounded like, and his voice sounded to me the same as well.
The roots brought
I'll
us
Google
both
it.
here.
I'll Google it when I finish this zone. So she says, this is so much more than what the Root Warden said. How has the light bloom spread so much and so quickly?
May you lend your song to hers.
And sorry, I saw like there was people getting shot at. I was too busy trying to figure out which Haranir was which. So she says, we've gathered the Haranir we have available and distributed the Almdust. We have everything we need, but they need to be able to safely enter the area. Scouts have told us that the creatures spreading the light bloom are protected by a shield. We must stop them. We will also need to thin their numbers. Get on the pedal wing, Hala, and let's clear the way.
Striking at individual blooms is not to think that Eversong's light would wreak such havoc in Harendar.
Don't really know what I'm doing, but should I just shoot things indiscriminately? This thing, maybe? Yeah, those things I need to shoot at. I do like it that there's just one shooting button and not like a big shoot and a small shoot. Like, that would be annoying to me. Okay. Slowly but surely destroying everything. And then...
You have come far, stranger.
She says now we can begin.
The world watch over you. You hail from above.
She says the growth that helps them spread the light bloom so quickly should be vulnerable after your attack from the air, but we will need to destroy them. Return to the blinding bloom and uproot the spreaders before they can recover from our attack.
Do not fear the dark. You have come far, stranger.
She says the Haranir had a presence by the roots of Shaldrasil as a sign of goodwill with the cultures that live within our home. When the guards retreated, they left some of our treasured mementos and artifacts. Since the spread of the light bloom has been greater than I ever expected, I do not know when we'll be able to come back. Let's find those artifacts in the blinding bloom and bring them home.
Wild guide you will.
She says, this is a threat that could destroy all of Harendar if left unchecked. That's why we will pull this out at the root. Get it? The Rutani did not have the time to escape this place. They must be fully corrupted by now. Unfortunate, but it makes our plan of attack simple. Their leaders must be spreading the light bloom. We must strike them down.
The madness has overtaken the roots. We must stop it here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of feel like, after hearing all this root stuff, all of a sudden the name Rutani feels kind of, you know, obvious, but, I guess that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I weirdly feel like I didn't really get to explore this zone that much. Maybe, like, I did too much flying around. It's like, I keep expecting the questline to be over. Like, I'm like, okay, you want me to do a few things and then kill the big boss, right? And then... so, like, I'm like, yeah, I haven't really, you know, it's not a lot that happens. It's like, ooh, you're still questing. Oh, this is a bonus objective. I'm not worried about the bonus objective. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I do kind of keep expecting this questline to be over, and I am somewhat motivated to finish the main story questline in a somewhat efficient manner. Oh, come on. I'm not very good at... oh, right, that's the thing I need to click on, maybe. But anyways, and, I'm not very good at that, at finishing the main story questline in a time-efficient manner, but hopefully they just want me to collect these things and then kill the big boss, and I'll be done with Haranir. And it's like, no. You've barely gotten started. It could be true. But anyways. I mostly just need to click on a few things. This is the thing, it's like, and I'm not curbing the light blue. I'm just, oh, this is the thing I was supposed to kill? So, oh no, it's a pedaling. What are the things I'm supposed to kill? They are called sap weavers. I haven't seen any of those. Okay then. This thing? No. I'm just running around fellow rushing through everything I possibly can. Did they come out of this? This looks like sap. I really don't know what's going on here. Okay, these are Rutani. Yeah, no, I think I was supposed to kill Rutani, but not these ones, because it doesn't look like I'm getting credit for killing these ones. Which is fine. Ooh, that's a big-ass ore. They might be upstairs. But, yeah, it's like, at this rate I'm gonna finish the frickin' bonus objective. Which is fine, yeah, I just... Oh, Sap Spinner. No, that's not who I need to kill, but whatever. Okay, so that's done. So don't need to worry about that. Oh, they're in that circle. Okay. Good old mini-map. What would I do without the mini-map? I would die. I would die without the mini-map. Okay. Let's see if we can find some people here. Okay. But yeah, it's been a cool zone. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about it like it's almost over. I'm a little bit ready for the zone to be over. Which it's fine if it's not. I just probably need to get to a stopping point soon. It's like I feel like I've been really good at finding like smooth stopping points at like acceptable moments, but all of a sudden it's like, wait, should I have stopped? If I had known there was this much more, I probably would have stopped sooner, but that's okay. But now I'm like, okay, but surely we're getting to like a better stopping point. I don't know if we are. So it's just a me thing. It's just a personal problem. But like I think that that's part of the game design though, is like sort of working in regular points where it makes sense to take a break, like legitimately. And you could say like, well, you had one, but it's like, I don't know how to put it other than I felt like I was really coming up on something more final before I sort of pursued this a little bit further. But that's okay. You know, that's a personal problem. I don't mean to put that on you, on anybody, like on World of Warcraft, Blizzard, Activision, World of Midnight, the people of Quothalis. I don't mean to put that on anybody. It's not that big of a deal. That's okay. We'll just finish these up real quick. I still have a bunch of artifacts to recover. I feel like they're up above me. Like, earlier I was finding them on some weird structures up here. On these things, maybe? I think they're the gold dots. Which, I'm not very good at finding. But, oh shit. It's not right. Okay, so that's the circle for that. Yeah, I think I picked this one up earlier and it just respawned because I'm not very good at finding artifacts. There's a Beast Mastery Night Elf. I honestly thought it was a regular elf at first, no offense to Night Elves, but you know, they're sort of the less important type of elf in this expansion. I mean, the Haranir are giving me plenty of talk about Amir Drasil and other Night Elf related buzzwords, but I am kind of a little bit surprised. There really aren't, like, there are Haranir and trolls and other people, but like, there really aren't any quote-unquote outsiders to Quothalis, besides Turalian, who's, you know, had a baby with one, so whatever. And actually, and Illyria hasn't been in this expansion yet either, has she? So, yeah, I don't know, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that, but like, it's just interesting. It's certainly a lack of Night Elves, I guess. I mean, it's like, there also weren't really any Night Elves in the War Within. I don't remember there being any Night Elves in the War Within. And it's like the expansions before that were like Dragonflight and Shadowlands and some of these other expansions where it was a pretty big Night Elf presence. So it's just a little bit surprising, given that I'm just used to seeing lots of Night Elves. You know, Legion, Battle for Azeroth. They used to be all over the place.
Speak to me.
Now we have the Harnir. She says, I pray this will help us all.
Let nature take its course.
She says, it would be good to bring some of these items back in our hands.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
These artifacts pale in importance to the lives of those involved here, but it is good to have them back.
The world watch over you.
She says, I wish we could save everyone, but a gruesome but necessary task.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Ding. Okay. Okay, I guess that was the last thing, because now I just have to return to the den to speak to the elders. So we'll do that. She says, we may have stemmed the malignant growth, but we have so many more questions than answers. How did this happen? How did they grow so much? How did Ruya not understand the extent of the calamity? Hala, we must return to the cradle immediately. The elders must know what happened today.
The elders must hear of this. Go with the wind.
This guy has a quest for me.
What is it? Farewell then.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure it was him now, but I think they may have both. I think they were probably both there, but Anhaya probably left first. Because she had, like, 3 friends. Maybe she only had 2 or 3, who were hanging out with her. And some of them were like, fuck this shit, Rowena. And they left. And I bet that was Anhaya. And I bet Hanan stuck around. That sounds right to me. But, you know, they all have H's in their names, which again, I feel like is a personal offense to me. This is gonna bother the shit out of me. What the fuck is that? We're just gonna turn this one in, and we're gonna see what they say. Oh, there's my bestie.
Orwenna, champion. Thank goodness. Eversong is in danger.
This is not the council. This is Halduran Brightwing.
For Silvermoon.
What? Okay, well, I thought I was gonna talk to the Harnir. What is going on? Okay. He says, while you were searching for answers in the Rift of Aln, I went back to Silvermoon to consult the Magisters. We barely had time to discuss our findings before we received word from the runestones north of Farstrider Retreat. Something has whipped the Lightbloom into a frenzy. If we don't act now, all of Eversong could be lost. I only hope Orwena's elders recognize the looming threat. What did you learn from the Magisters? At first they didn't believe a word I said. Romoth thought I was mocking him, somehow, but Yonka's seed piqued their interest. All they could provide were the theories. The most plausible one is that the Sunwell's hyperactivity spread the light's influence through the earth itself. You mean Azeroth? Straight into Eversong's trees and roots. And since all routes lead to Harundar, he gestures towards the roots of Shaldrasil. In the days of Legionfall, Shaldrasil's roots succumbed to the shadow. Perhaps that made them uniquely susceptible to the spreading of the light of the Sunwell. I do feel like you might be Xalatath, because you just showed up very, very quickly.
With
Movie time!
Shaladrisil's roots still stand.
How?
The Almdust. But we need more. The surface needs...
No! We will not leave our home defenseless.
We can gather more.
We cannot risk our people for outsiders.
Some branches can burn. Our calling is to protect the roots.
The last time I left, it was about my calling. This time it is about my friends. And I will protect them, with or without your aid.
Okie dokie.
Greetings. May victory be ours.
Okie dokie. She says, Azeroth needs our help. I will not stand idly by while she is overwhelmed. I know you will not either. I sure won't.
I shall watch for you.
Okay. Halduran's news is dire. If the Lightbloom is frenzying on the surface, then the danger has grown far more quickly than we were prepared to reckon with. We must make for Eversong at once. I will stand against any threat to Alanhara's creation, be it here or in the world above, and I will do it alone if I must.
The world watch over you.
Without the Ondust, we face a grim task. Steel yourself.
Okay, am I walking into another battle? Whoa. I'm just gonna turn this quest in. I'm just gonna turn this quest in, and that will be a decent stopping point. I'd rather turn in a quest than accept a quest, and when you turn one in and they pop one up for you to accept, it's very hard for me to say no. But I am just gonna turn this quest in, even though it looks
I have
like
brought
they
what
want me
help I
to
could.
Fight. Okay.
The roots brought us both here.
She says, to think, by the way.
Wild guide you well.
Okay.
So, your path leads you
Okay,
here.
or wait, no. She says, to think that while we toiled below, the light bloom would spread so aggressively in Eversong. Damn it all, every victory we win reveals rising danger.
Do not fear the
do
dark.
not give me another quest. Okay. I'm gonna stand over here by this, Rectoress. I'm gonna log out. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I just would have liked a better stopping point, but that's okay. This Far Strider will watch over me. And it could be, it's like, no, this is just one battle. Just one battle. It's like, I see 2 quests. I'm done. I have to stop for now. But yeah, I'll be back later. Peace out.